This is our 4th year, and we are very excited for this presentation this morning. We're going to go ahead and get started fairly quickly. As soon as the programs are out, just a couple of things. I know there have been a couple of questions as far as, why is our concert on a Saturday this year? And I want you to know that that's a very rare occurrence. It's not just a random decision. We look at the school calendar pretty aggressively, and there's lots of school events that we try to avoid, like athletic events and things, so that the kids aren't double booked, so that they can do more than one thing. I'll tell you, the last time we had a Saturday event was in 2001. So that's the last time I did one. So it's pretty rare, but every once in a while we run into a December like this year where it's a short 2-week situation and the calendar becomes very, very difficult to manage. So that's why we're here on Saturday. Our spring concert will be at Hebron High School. And I want to welcome today, you're going to see Mr. Baldwin, our percussion instructor, the percussion instructor from Hebron High School. And he works with all of the percussion students at Arbor Creek, Creek Valley, and Killian, as well as Hebron High School. He's in charge of the entire percussion program. And also let's welcome Mr. Andy Seeley, the band director at Hebron High School. If by some chance you're not familiar with the Hebron High School band program, let me tell you, it's one of the finest in the nation. This year they were selected to attend the Midwest International Band and Orchestra Clinic in Chicago, which is a huge honor. And they're also the Texas 5A Honor Band, the best band in the state. So we're very also helping you today, Mr. Jamie Weaver from Creek Valley, giving us a little help today. Everything we do is geared towards the student's performance. And I think if you're here as a beginner parent from the last debut concert, you're going to notice a tremendous progress in the students every time you hear them. From this point on, today, you're just going to be amazed from the last concert. And from this point on, we start gearing to our first contests. And I think you're going to be really pleased with what the students are doing. I'm very excited about their progress. All the classes have done a remarkable job, and I thank you for your support of the programs. Please, at the end, following this group will be our symphonic band and then our honors group. And it's really important that the students are able to see the entire concert today. We're going to move it along as quickly as we can. But I think it's important that they see what they're going to be able to do in 7th and 8th grade. And the students enjoy seeing the beginners each year as well. Afterwards, if you'll join us for some refreshments and some coffee and some punch and a little music in the cafeteria, we'll be great to join you there. The beginner classes are set up in separate instrument classes, and the flutes meet by themselves, the trumpets meet by themselves, so we only need to practice a couple of times. They've met 4 times outside of class, and that's really it, and they've done a great job of putting that together. I'm in charge of the brass classes, and Miss Grant is in charge of the woodwind classes. So we present to you our beginning band for this year. We're going to start off with a piece called When the Saints Go Marching In.
Sit there, Bill. Sit here. Here. Where's Grandma?
Next is Old MacDonald Had a Band. And instead of quack, quack, and oink, oink, you're going to hear different sections in the band featured. And there are a couple of folding chairs up here, so I'm going to make a nice friendly announcement. And one row right up here if you want to sneak in through in between pieces if you haven't found a seat. Thank you.
I noticed you. It's all right. Remember that? This will open to say
Our next selection is a little arrangement of Ode to Joy from Beethoven's Symphony No. 9.
That's so sweet. What?
This one is the kids' favorite. It's called Hard Rock Blues.
The next piece is Bring On the Band, and it is their first full piece that's not out of their book, so they each have their own individual copy, just like they will in 7th and 8th grade.
They are good.
Let me just share with you one time, this has been an outstanding group of beginner students. They're going to have a great year, and I'm really looking forward to their playing in the future. They've done an outstanding job. The spring is going to be really fun. They work really hard, and I'm really, really pleased with their progress. We're going to close this portion of the concert with Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. take us about 5 minutes to transition to the next group, so if you'll be patient while we move our groups. Thank you for your patience. We're ready to get started. The group in front of you is our symphonic band. This is a group of 7th and 8th grade students. And you know, something to keep in mind, where your beginners that you heard just now, this is a year later. And there's a lot of growth in between. These kids are responsible for pep rallies and school events and several more contests and concerts than in 6th grade. So they do a lot more in the second year. This group is about 80 students, and I'm going to introduce you. We are so fortunate. I've really been blessed with fantastic assistants and people to work with. And once again, I have a fantastic person I'm working with each day, Miss Gina Grant, who directs this group every day. And she is a UNT graduate. She's a graduate of UNT, clarinet player. And something you may not know is that she comes from a family of band directors. Both of her parents who are with us today, Dr. Grant and Ms. Liz Grant. I think also grandparents, band directors. Am I correct? I thought so. Oh. And you may also not know that, some of you know, but she has a great Christmas present this year because she's getting married. So, I'm really pleased with this group. Really, honestly, this group kind of had a rough start at the beginning of the year, I think mostly because it's a large group. But man, they have just been amazing the past 6 weeks. Like, fantastic in class, daily, very consistent. And so, let's welcome the Symphonic Band. Their first piece is called Afterburn. Symphonic Band.
while the percussion are setting up, I'll just say a few things about our symphonic band. As Killian grows every year, so does the band. And we have been so fortunate to have 80 people in the symphonic band this year. And last year it was around 50 something, and that's just the nature of the band growing. And so this is a really large ensemble, and so we get to play a lot of really cool stuff. And rehearsals aren't easy with 80 people in the band hall, but they have been doing amazing. For example, last week, I think it was Friday, we hadn't played a single note in rehearsal. It was right at the beginning of our class, and lights out, complete darkness. For about 10 seconds, we had a power outage at the school. And I was like, oh my goodness, all these kids in here with expensive instruments, and it's a blackout. But the lights came back on, the backup power, and there were 2 out of our 30 lights in the band hall were on for the whole class. And so it was still very dark, and man, you wouldn't know because they were rehearsing just as well as they do every single day, and they're really mature kids. We get the honor of teaching the very best kids in the whole school. So, and a lot of that is you, the parenting at home. You have great kids, so thank you. They're doing a great job. This is Do You Hear What I Hear?